No, a hot dog is not a sandwich. Sorry, I had to cut right to it. In this one, we're going to go over why a hot dog is not a sandwich. And we're going to have three main topics. First ones, we're going to go by definition of what a hot dog versus a sandwich is. Number two, we're going to go over my poll of the masses. Yes, I put up a poll on my Instagram page to help support me in this. So we have to review the masses information. And thirdly, we're going to go over social settings of a hot dog, what a hot dog is, where you get it, and why a hot dog is not a sandwich. So strap on in. And if you do think a hot dog is a sandwich, bounce. So next up, we have the definitions of sandwich. Sandwich is basically a two pieces of bread with some stuff in the middle, meat, cheese, condiments, maybe some mayo, and people are going to argue flatbread, but like if you're going to argue a flatbread's a sandwich, then you're basically arguing pizza's a sandwich, and if you're arguing that conversation, then we can't talk. So next up we have the hot dog. The definition of a hot dog is a frankfurter, typically, keyword typically, served with condiments in a roll. But with that said, it does not need to be served with condiments in a roll. A hot dog is a frankfurter. Next up, like I said, I polled the masses on my Instagram feed. And let me just tell you, the people that argued that hot dogs are a sandwich, those are not the people you want around. I saw the names, and those names are not the people you're asking for advice from. You're not going to ask them for financial advice. You're not going to ask them to be your best man, your best partner. You're not going to, any of those people that said a hot dog is a sandwich, those are people that you're like, oh, yeah, I don't think losing is the worst thing in my life, right? So yeah, no, 70-30 says no, and the 70% of people that said a hot dog is not a sandwich, those are my close friends. After that, you have the ever important sandwich cut. You got some people that cut them horizontally, as you'll see coming up next. You have some people that cut them diagonally. One thing that you are never, ever, ever going to see is a cut hot dog. Gross. Next up is something I think we can all agree on, is Joey Chestnut. Joey Chestnut is probably the person that's consumed the most hot dogs in the world, and he does not win the Nathan's sandwich eating competition every year. No. Joey Chestnut wins the Nathan's hot dog eating contest every single 4th of July, year in and year out. He knows it best, and he does not call them sandwiches. He calls them hot dogs. And I think the last one is the one where we all know the hot dog from the best, the ballpark. You have these wildly old men who must be stronger than Zeus himself, carrying around metal crates filled with, no, not sandwiches. They're carrying around metal crates filled with hot dogs. Notice I said hot dog, not sandwich. A hot dog vendor. They're selling hot dogs, yelling, hot dogs! They're not yelling sandwiches. They're yelling, hot dogs! Hot dogs, not sandwiches. I bet the same people that are going to try and tell me that a hot dog is a sandwich are the same people commenting in the comment section saying, oh, he shaved his face. Oh, he changed his clothes. Oh, he's in a different spot. Yeah, all three of those are true. I did have to change my clothes. I did have to shave my face, and I did have to go to a different spot. Why? Because I started filming the video at the beginning of the week, and now it's the end of the week. I got some busy things to do during the week, and I didn't have the time for it. Leave me alone. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about why hot dogs are not sandwiches. One, definition. Hot dog is a frankfurter, oftentimes served on a long hot roll. Sandwiches are not. You're going to talk to me about flatbreads. You're going to talk to me about maybe, what is it, like the club with the 3 slices of bread? No shot. Hot dogs are not sandwiches by definition. Two, I polled the masses. And like I said before, the 70% of people that did say that a hot dog is not a sandwich are the people you want around you. And 30% of the people that said that a hot dog is not a sandwich, or excuse me, is a sandwich, those are people that you're probably better off without. And thirdly, the social settings. You're not slicing a hot dog in a triangle nor into rectangles the same way you would a sandwich. Joey Chestnut does not win the sandwich eating competition every year. No. Joey Chestnut wins the hot dog eating contest year in and year out and demolishes the competition. And thirdly, you got our hot dog vendors at our glorious ballpark games. They're not serving sandwiches. They are serving hot dogs. And this is why a hot dog is not and should never be considered a sandwich. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you next time. Comment, like, subscribe. See you soon.